Would you guys rather go to jail for the rest of your life or be conservative?
Go to jail.
Go to jail?
Yeah.
Die.
And let me just say this too. All of you psychics and astrologers, I want y'all to know I have your names on a list. I'm filing a class action lawsuit, and I never believed you. I knew you were all grifters, but now you lied. It's out in the open. You're going to prison. Goodbye.
So the most powerful governments in the world can't solve homelessness, but they can change the Earth's temperature if you pay a few more taxes.
Okay, did we lose the election? Yes, we did. Am I bitter about it? Yes, I am. Am I gonna be? Also, yes. Am I gonna let MAGA forget that we warned them? No, I am not. Am I gonna laugh at the find out phase? Also, yes. Am I wearing a winter hat inside my house? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Am I proud that America elected a convicted felon before they elected a woman? No, I am not. No, I am not. Am I going to be a witness for the next 4 years? Also, yes.
Do you guys prefer free college or free abortions?
Abortion.
Free abortions?
Yeah.
We just all broke mentally this year. Things got so bleak. We started watching the WNBA. What happened? 2024 election fried our brains. The Democrats couldn't hold a primary because they were too busy holding a body upright. Are we still rolling? Am I off?
Go for it.
It was amazing that the pro-choice party didn't give their voters one when it came to the presidential candidate. Kamala was forced on us so hard you'd think she was patented by Pfizer or Moderna, whichever one's. Oh God, Andy just gave me a very scary look.
No! Oh my goodness, that was amazing. She brought the truth and she said it right to the face of CNN liberals, right? Welcome back to another episode of Libs of TikTok. If you are new to this channel, please take this quick moment to head on down, click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified the second we upload a brand new video like the one that you're watching right now.
I've decided that there shouldn't be a single job in the United States that having a non-violent felony conviction disqualifies you from, because apparently it's a qualification for the strongest position in the United States of America. So question for all the crayon-eating business owners that voted for Trump. Are you going to hire somebody that's got 34 counts of falsifying business records? I don't think you are, but you'll vote for him. Similar question for all the women that voted for him. I'm sure you're really eager to work alongside someone who is found civilly liable for sexual assault. I'm sure that's exactly who you want for a coworker. Nah, I didn't think so, but you're real eager to sentence everybody else that works in Congress to work alongside them. Now, if you're one of the aforementioned crayon eaters and you're sitting there thinking, hey, wait a minute, I don't want to work with that guy, I'll tell you what's wrong with you. You are a member of the most selfish, self-interested individuals on the planet. They're called Trump voters. Trump voters are the exemplification of the rules for thee but not for me idea. And I'm of it. Once more, I'm going to call it every time.
So I'm supposed to listen to the government's health advice when the guy that signs health bills into Illinois looks like this, and the Assistant Secretary of Health looks like this. Got it.
I think a lot of black women are upset about the whole Beyonce situation because we didn't tell the leftists to kiss our natural blood after their behavior post-election.
Yes, I do sit on the toilet to pee. My wife's boyfriend says it's a much better fit for me.
Eggnog? Oh, no. That gives me tummy aches. But if you have a Beyond Meat burger, I'd love that. Buy your boyfriend's shoe? Sure thing, honey. It's the least I could do for Chad letting me watch him plow you. Excuse me, whose is this? This is very offensive to my liberal sensibilities. There's nothing funny about meat eating.
Happy January 6th anniversary to my fellow Americans. One of the most embarrassing and disgusting days in recent history, so embarrassing for us on a global scale. I just want to clarify that if you voted for Donald Trump after he tried to incite or did incite a violent insurrection on our nation's capital, you are also an insurrectionist. because you were supporting that. So I just want to be clear, you didn't have to be there to be one of the insurrectionists. And if you voted for Donald Trump after the fact, you're also an insurrectionist and you hate this country. And you can never call yourself a patriot.
What do you think of Trump?
He's a ass mother asshole.
Thank you.
He is a nut, and he should be he's certifiably insane, and he has compromised this country, and it is tantamount to treason what he just did. And why are we not doing anything about it? Why is it taking so long? What the is going on in this country?
Twerking.
That's what I think of Trump.
What do you think of twerking? These liberals are out of their ever-loving mind. We've been showing video after video after video of Trump derangement syndrome just running wild inside of these people. They can't stop. They're still posting about it. Trump, for the next 4 years, is going to have a lot of people posting mentally challenged videos like the one you're watching right now, because these people have just completely lost it, because they've been lied to their whole entire lives that Trump is the bad man and that 78 million people could vote for him. Let's move on with the video.
Hi, Miss Luna, activist teacher here again, and I just wanted to share with you guys about how I am starting a new communist lunch program in my classroom. So what I've been noticing is that my white privileged kids, they have much better lunches than my BIPOC students, so I wanted to make sure everything was more equitable in my class, so we started having a communist style lunch. So what I do is I ask all of the kids to put their lunches all together, every item of their lunch inside of a basket, and then at lunchtime I distribute it all equally to them so that they can all have more equitable lunches. And I have this one white privileged student, and he's always complaining to me that he's getting the hummus and carrot sticks while the other kids are getting, the BIPOC kids are getting the 6-pack of Oreos. And I tell him, even though I am doing my best to make this equitable, we also have to make up for 300 years of oppression.
Me and my girlfriend were going to a wine castle, and we sat down for our tasting. And at first they were just very rude and didn't really answer our questions, and we didn't really feel welcome. Our server said, "Yes, sir," when I was asking some questions. And I said, "Oh, no, I'm actually not a sir." And instead of apologizing, or I don't know what else you would do other than apologize, they just walked away. Did not acknowledge what I said, just walked away. We saw the server like whispering to a manager, and a few minutes later, the manager came over and, really big smile, not acknowledging at all that the misgender had happened. And I say, "Hey, look, the last person, they misgendered me and that really hurt." And they just walked away. And the manager said, "Oh, well, some people just aren't as progressive as you." And then they gave us a nice little chocolate that suggested they wanted our money but didn't want to say sorry. So we left and got a full refund. It's one thing to get misgendered and then get an apology, but it's another thing to get misgendered and then be told that it's okay and not to worry about it, and here's a chocolate.
Too old to understand what's going on in this country now. You're too old to sympathize with the people in this country now, and you're probably too old to actually comprehend the things that's going on in this country now, okay? I said what I said. Trump out in diapers at political parties and celebrations, and y'all just eat. I hate it here. Hate it here. In a minute, I'm finna call my Nigerian family and tell them I want to take the offer to go back to the motherland with them, because they cannot leave me here with these people. I refuse to be left here with these people.
Kamala Harris ran a flawless campaign, so none of this is making sense. She brought out Meg Thee Stallion to twerk on stage. She had Swifties for her. You're telling me that didn't sway any of the dairy farmers, the frackers, the Amish to come out and vote for her? On top of that, no matter what the question was, her talking point to address it was, "I come from a middle-class family." She said that countless times. How did that not resonate with middle America? She also promised to unburden us by what has been while she was the VP these last 4 years. And you know how she was going to do that? She very clearly told us on The View she was going to unburden us by doing nothing differently than what Biden did. It's all right there, folks. I don't understand these election results at all.
The day Donald Trump leaves office, the Justice Department may indict him.
Very strongly in favor of indicting the president when he is out of office.
I don't think the incoming president should be threatening his political opponents with jail time. That's not the kind of talk we should hear from a president in a democracy.
Oh, how the turntables have turned there, Mr. Adam Schiff. Now that Trump's back in office, you seem a little scared about what might happen. But when he left, you wanted to be all powerful, and I'm going to go after Trump. And also, the previous video that we saw of everybody saying that Kamala led a flawless campaign. It was white privileged people that held her back from winning the presidential election, when I think that video broke it down pretty good of how she was out of touch with the middle of the country and the rural voters and the frackers, and having Megan Thee Stallion and Swifties don't resonate with the whole entire nation. So let this be a lesson that the libs are really out of touch.
One day, he goes, it's just going to be the right wind, and fire is going to start in the right place, and it's going to burn through LA all the way to the ocean, and there's not a thing we can do about it. He goes, we get lucky with the wind. He goes, but if the wind hits the wrong way, it's just going to burn straight through LA, and there's not going to be a thing we can do about it.
The situation with the water, obviously, in Palisades ran out last night in the hydrants. I was talking to the firefighter in this block. They left because there was no water in the hydrant here.
The local folks are trying to figure that out. I mean, just when you have a system that's not dissimilar to what we've seen in other extraordinarily large-scale fires, whether it be pipe, electricity, or whether it just be the complete overwhelm of the system. I mean, those hydrants are typical for 2 or 3 fires, maybe 1 fire. You have something at this scale, but again, that's going to be determined by the local.
For all of you in California dealing with these wildfires, I want you to know that without a doubt, 100%, this is the fault of the Democrats you elected. Because there are 4 actions taken by the Democrats that are directly responsible for why you're enduring this wildfire. The first being your state stopped clearing the brush. They didn't want to spend state money anymore on maintaining and clearing the brush that starts these wildfires, and they figured they would save money by not doing it, and then after the wildfire they would get federal funding to take care of all the emergency stuff. They have just decided that it's cheaper on the state to not prevent them from happening, and after they happen, use federal FEMA funds to take care of it. Reason number 2 why you're enduring these wildfires is your mayor in LA decided to cut firefighter funding by $17.5 million. Now, it's less than what she wanted to cut. She wanted to cut $23 million, but yeah, she cut $17.5. Oh, and she took that money plus an additional $4 million and spent it on taking care of illegal immigrants. See, the mayor of LA decided to spend $21.8 million taking care of those people. And she was able to get most of that money from the fire department. Lastly, our government has taken money from fire departments all throughout the United States and spent them fully equipping and fully funding 16 Ukrainian fire departments. Those fire departments have reported to international media that they are fully equipped and ready for any emergency. So if you're wondering why you're dealing with these wildfires, it's because your fucking state stopped clearing the brush, your mayor in LA cut $17.5 million of your funding and spent all that money on illegal immigrants, and all around the country we've taken money from fire departments to make sure Ukraine is fully equipped for any emergency. Thank God it's less than 2 weeks till we have to stop dealing with this dumb shit. Except for those of you in California, you re-elected the Democrats, so enjoy that.
That home is burning as we speak. All of these obviously destroyed. Some still standing like this one, but the home to the left and to the right have burned completely. Sparkle Day and I have been out here all morning long, and we are witnessing all of the destruction that has come with this Santa Ana windstorm.
In California, Mr. President, during the pandemic, you often said that you didn't believe that you should bail out blue states that you believe were being mismanaged. Given your criticism of Governor Gavin Newsom, are you willing to work with him, and do you believe that federal aid should be provided to California for as long as it takes?
Well, it's very sad because I've been trying to get Gavin Newsom to allow water to come. You'd have tremendous water up there. They send it out to the Pacific because they're trying to protect a tiny little fish, which is in other areas, by the way, called a smelt. And for the sake of a smelt, they have no water. They had no water in the fire hydrants today in Los Angeles. It was a terrible thing. And we're going to get that done. It's going to finally be done. I got it done from the federal side, and he didn't want to sign it, but it's not going to happen again like that. There's no reason. Can you imagine? You have farmers that don't have any water in California. They have plenty of water. They don't have a drought. They send it out to the Pacific, and it's crazy. So
the Democrats are completely to blame for wildfires like this that continue to happen. They are unprepared for it, even though it happens time and time again. They know it's coming, but they decide to slash $17 million out of the firefighter budget that could be going towards helping fight wildfires like this. And also Trump talked about this years and years ago about the water issues that run through California and that they need to be addressed. But people like Gavin Newsom, progressives who want to protect little smelt and all these possible endangered species, would rather do that than protect citizens and have proper water going up to the homes in the Palisades to be able to protect homes like it's going on now. This past election, we gained a lot of ground in California, the Republicans did, through the MAGA movement. And I think stuff like this is continue to remind people that enough is enough of progressive Democrat policies. California needs to go red. We need to clean it up. It's a beautiful, beautiful state. It's just ran by really, really poor managed people like Gavin Newsom, who would rather be about himself and his 2028 political ambitions and progressive policies over that of making sure that every single California person lives to the fullest possibility they can and not have their home burned down. Also, we reviewed in this video Trump derangement system. Trump derangement syndrome is running rampant throughout the liberal woke progressive culture as well. We are going to have plenty of videos coming out because they're not going to stop. Trump is living rent-free in these people's heads. Have you seen from video to video to video? If you've not seen the last couple of videos, please, after this one, head on back and watch a couple of them because you're going to be amazed at how angry people still are over Trump winning the election because they feel failed by their progressive woke politicians who are telling them that there's no way Donald Trump will be in office again. He's a felon. He's got 34 felony counts. How could you vote for somebody like that? E.G. Carroll, whatever her name is, right? He did bad stuff to her. How could you vote for a guy like this? And America kind of looked at Kamala and what you guys have to offer and said, I would take that any day over the week than progressive nonsense that keeps inflation high, keeps gas prices high, keeps food being on my family's table higher than ever. Enough's enough. We will take that any day over the week. So if you are not a subscriber to Meme Wars, please head on down, subscribe to the channel so you get the next video when it comes out. But you guys can help do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button. Let's get this into the YouTube algorithm and share this on social media. Share it with friends. Let's make sure we're getting the news out there of how crazy, how woke the progressive side of the aisle is, and we need to go to Make America Great Again policies. Thank you guys so much for the support. There is a PayPal below and a super thanks button if you'd like to donate to the channel to keep us growing. But just like that, today's video is over, and I will see you guys on the next one.